Aloha and welcome to Let's Evolve Together. My name is Deepa. This is my husband, Unit E. Together we will be bringing you yoga on the beach from the big island of Hawaii. So a little disclaimer today, we have a bit of wind and beautiful ocean breezes accompanying us today for our yoga class. So I apologize in advance if you hear any wind through the microphone. Just go with it. It'll make you feel like you're really here. Hopefully, that will benefit everyone. Okay, so we're going to get started today, and we're actually going to start lying down on our backs. And if you just match your body to mine, hopefully we'll end up kind of going the same direction, okay? You ready? Okay, so let's get started. Just go ahead and lie down on your back. And just at first, getting comfortable with your spine against the floor. So you may notice right off the bat, if the back of the head is in line with the sacrum, and the sacrum is the base of your spine, in between your two pelvic bones around the outside. So just line up the back of the head against the floor and the sacrum. And feel the weight of those 2 points grounding you down and connecting you to the earth's energy. You can even visualize that they're heavier than normal. Grounding your energy, helping you to be present, clear, reminding you that the earth supports you, guides you, protects you, and loves you. Notice your breathing. And start to let go of your day or any nagging thoughts that have been hanging around this week. Taking a moment to really drop into your body, feeling physically present in this space. Now notice the other points on your body, the calves touching the mat, the heels, the upper back, the backs of your arms and hands, the glutes. Heightening your awareness of where your body is in space. Enjoy the sound of the ocean breeze as you follow your own breath in its own time. When you feel your body, your mind, and your spirit arrive as one in this space, you know you've done good work. So we're going to get started with a little movement. Starting with the feet, go ahead and flex your feet. And then slowly point through the balls of the feet and then your toes. And then peel back through the toes, the balls of the feet, and flex again. And then point through the balls of the feet and the toes. So go ahead and do that a few times on your own, moving softly through the joints. And notice the rocking sensation that happens naturally in your spine as you flex and point. Let's add a little ankle rotation. So this time as you flex, Externally rotate your feet out to the sides. Then point as they come down and away from you. Flex back up toward the sky. And then externally rotate out toward the sides. So keep that going on your own. And that rocking sensation increases a little bit as you add a little more movement. And you're getting that fluid moving from the sacrum to the crown of the head. Up and down the spine. Now settle the feet, calm the feet down, and we're going to start with the right leg. And really using the sensation of touch and being able to feel. You're activating your senses here by bending the right knee and slowly dragging the bottom of the foot along your yoga mat. Feel the sensation of the mat under the foot as you bring it up toward your hip, bending the knee toward your chest as the foot comes off the floor, and then slowly rotate your knee open out to the side. Set your foot down on the mat, and again, feeling that sensation of the mat under the side edge of your foot as it slides all the way back down to the starting position. Go ahead and try that again. When you do this hip rotation, be easy on your hip joint. Try not to make any crunching happening. So it's a real soft external rotation and then a supported slide of the foot and leg down onto the floor back to the starting position. Let's just do one more. And I am anchoring down through the opposite hip as I do this little rotation. Okay, and settle that leg. We're going to try the other side. So left leg, same thing. Really feel the bottom of the foot and the mat as they come together to create a sensation in the body of touch, and then externally rotate as you slide the edge, outside edge of your foot down back to the starting position. So go ahead and repeat that 3 more times. Nice and slow external rotation on the left side. You can slow it down too if you need to. And I'm just observing my natural breathing as I do this little warm-up. Last one here. So go ahead and let your legs relax. So I'm just going to drop my feet. They naturally turn out. We're going to do a few little exercises for the upper body now. Bring your arms down at your sides by your hips. Slowly draw your hands up over your shoulders. My arms are straight. Extend your arms overhead if that's comfortable for you. Touch them down to the mat. And again, working with the sensation of touch. Drag your arms down across the floor, down across your yoga mat as you bring your hands back to the starting position at the hips. And add another rotation here. Let's do this 3 more times. I'm spreading the fingers wide, taking in a lot of space, the big arm stretch overhead. Feels natural to inhale as I bring my arms up, but you're welcome to just follow the natural ebb and flow of your breath without forcing it in or out at any given time. The breath will know what to do as you move. One more time, all the way around. This time, as you bring your arms down by your hips, go ahead and bring your right arm up overhead. Lower it down across your chest, above the chest line. Hook your left arm past the elbow and gently pull your arm close to your chest as you look over the right shoulder for a nice little shoulder opener here. You can feel that stretch behind your right shoulder blade. And then drawing the left arm down, the right arm back up. Go ahead and bend your elbow like a camel position for the arm and set it down next to your shoulder on the floor. Mine is very wide, nice open position. If that's hard for your shoulder, lower the elbow closer to your hip. And then now look to the left side. Feel again the support of the earth underneath your body. You are supported. You are protected. You are safe. You can rest. Bringing the eyes back up toward the sky, lower the right arm down by the hip, and we're going to stretch through the left rhomboid now as we draw the left arm up over the left shoulder, down across and above the chest. Right arm hooks behind the elbow to squeeze gently toward you. And then look over your left shoulder. Notice if your breath wants to move into any tight areas. As you move, stretch and open, you will feel resistance in your body. This is natural. So see if you can observe any resistance and then what it feels like to open up to it instead of shifting away from it. Unhook your arm, draw the left arm up overhead, the right arm down. Place your left arm in a bent camel position. Look to the right. Look back up toward the sky, lower the left arm down. Adding some core strengthening, we'll bring the knees right over the hips. Draw your arms together above your chest, hands pointing toward each other. Drop your knees toward your chest for an active Ukutasana, double-legged wind reliever, and then curl the forehead to the knees as you activate the abdominal muscles. Lower the head down, shift the knees back over the hip sockets and try again. Belly button shifts down toward the earth as your knees come close to your chest. Forehead moves toward the knees. Back of the head down on the mat, knees over the hips. Do that a couple times on your own, activating your core muscles. Working to keep your shoulders down and your neck free of tension, especially as you curl. One more time. Now lower the arms down to the floor, palms to the mat. Bringing your legs together, flex your feet, activating your lower belly muscles now. Slowly lower the heels toward the mat just as much as you can before your back starts to arch. And then bring the knees back into the chest to start again. Flex the feet, point the bottoms of the feet up toward the sky, and then slowly lower. And then knees to chest. Go ahead and do that a couple more times. And again, not letting the low back shift into an arch. Last one, and then we'll lower the legs all the way down to the mat. Now coming up for Arda Navasana, half boat. Go ahead and bring the upper and lower body off the mat simultaneously. Gazing over the toes, shoulders down. Bringing the heels down and then the upper body. That was challenging because I'm on a slant. That was harder than I thought it was going to be. Okay, So we're going to repeat that sequence, but we're going to change it up a little bit, starting with the feet. So go ahead and flex the feet. And remember, slowly point through the balls of the feet and then the toes. And then peel back the toes first, the balls, and flex again. So do that a few times. Really working through those tiny bones in your feet, really articulating. Now add your ankle rotations, external or internal, up to you. If you want to change it up, go internal. You should feel a little more loose now. You may even want to bend your knees as you rotate the ankles. Starting to get into a deeper layer of the fascia and the muscles as we move deeper with each round. And now releasing the legs. Go ahead and slide the bottoms of the feet right up under your kneecaps. This may take some adjusting, but we're preparing for bridge pose, Setu Bandha Sarvangasana, with the palms down against the mat on the floor. When you come up into this pose, your knees should stay squared over the ankles or in a position that feels comfortable for your knees. Feel the bottoms of the feet touching your mat. Feel supported under your shoulders and the back of the head. Drop your tailbone down toward the earth and slowly peel your spine off the mat as you come up into the bridge, Setu Bandha Sarvangasana. Slowly lift your hips up toward the sky. As soon as you arrive at your top, wherever that might be, come back down, slowly lower. One vertebrae drops down at a time, like you're lowering links of a chain, all the way down through the tailbone for that little back arch to start again. And then peel slowly off the mat. Nice and gooey, nice and slow. Should feel like a massage as you roll through your spine, up and down. This time we're going to rise up to the top and hold it there. Shift your weight to your right foot and press down into the right foot as you slowly lift the left leg parallel to the floor. You really have got to press down through that right leg, that standing leg, to activate the glute to help stabilize your hips. Set the foot down, lower the hips to rest. Let's try that again. Peel the spine off the mat. We're going to do the other side. Lifting your hips up toward the sky, feeling strong through the feet, especially the heels to activate the glutes. Shift your weight into the left foot. As you lift the right leg up off the floor, the knee is still bent, the lower leg is parallel to the floor, and I'm really pressing down through the left foot to activate the left glute. Then I set the right foot down and lower the back. Okay, we're going to do that one more time on each side. Slowly peel off the mat. Shift your weight to the right foot. Really press down through the right heel and peel the left leg up. If you'd like, you can add pulses through the right glute by dropping the hips a couple inches and then pushing back up. Lower the left foot, lower the hips. Last time. Go ahead and peel the spine off the mat. Shift your weight to the left foot, pressing down through the heel. Lift the right leg up. You can stay here or pulse. Nobody's counting. Right foot down and lower. Drop your knees to your chest, release your back. Rock side to side. Go ahead and roll your head. Feel free to roll it more than I am doing. I'm being wary of my microphone here. But relaxing the back of the head. Look side to side. Really release here. Okay, we're going to roll up. So place your hands under your hamstrings and kick your heels, and you're welcome to place your feet down. And then bring your feet up, and you can support yourself here, or you can try this fun little exercise, and we're going to call it the boat on the water, okay? So go ahead and add your arms if you can, and you're going to move your boat pose like you're swimming, or you just dive deep into the ocean, and now you're enjoying the sensation of the water around you. And this really gets the core activated, and it is challenged as you move. So try all kinds of different positions. And then see if you can make your way down to the floor. Lying on the back. Rest and breathe. Enjoy the support of the earth once again. Draw your left leg up toward your chest. Give it a squeeze. Draw the left leg over to the right for the twist. Extend your right arm out to the side. You can rock here if you need to, if that feels tight through the chest and shoulder. Enjoy that rocking sensation. You don't have to hold any position. If it feels better to move, it actually really helps the fascia to open up and increase range of motion. If you add a pulse or a movement, and then go ahead and inhale the arm up overhead, dragging the fingertips on the floor as you lower the arm down past your face, past your leg, and try that again. A really nice big chest opener. My arm comes down to the floor behind me. I leave it down as long as I can as I bring the arm up overhead, trying to drag the fingertips on the floor as I enjoy the massage on the right side of the body against the mat. One more time around like that. So think of it as moving and stretching and massaging at the same time, so it should feel really good. And if you find a spot that feels extra yummy, just hang out there for a while. Enjoying the sensations. Being curious about your own body and what works for you with movement. And now this time as the hand comes down toward your face, you're actually going to push down into the palm of the hand and rise up just a little bit. Get that sensation. And then come back down and roll onto your back. Let's switch sides now. So now I'm going to do right leg to chest. Hold it there for a moment. Bring it over for the supine twist and extend right leg over as the right arm comes out. And again, if you want to add motion or pulsing or movement, feel free. Allowing the arm to come up overhead. Keep the hand down on the ground as you roll onto your left side. Do that a couple times. Last time, we're going to try that little push off the ground with the right hand palm against the mat. And again, really sinking into that side of the body as you roll over to that side, and then push, just using the tricep there through the right arm to get that sensation. Back down onto your spine on the mat. So we'll add one more layer to that movement right there. Left knee into chest. Pulse the knee a couple times towards your ribs. Draw it over to the right. Allow your left arm to follow slowly overhead as it traces a half circle. Placing your hand down on the mat, push your body up. Take the top left leg and tuck it behind the bottom right leg. So you have two bent knees in front of you. Draw the right arm up overhead. Feel that beautiful stretch through the right side of the body. C-curl the upper back as you come through the front. Land on both hands. Push the floor away. Use the momentum there to toss yourself into that right side stretch again. Let's try that again. Release. Push off the mat. Right arm goes up. One more time. Push off. This time as the right arm comes up, we're going to add a little stretch here. So enjoy the reach up through the fingertips and the reach down through the bottom hip. Now bring the right palm to the left knee. As you bring the left palm to the right knee, drop your left ear to your left shoulder. Now if this feels too tight, hug your shoulders instead. And you can still add that nice little C-curl to the left side. You can add a bounce. Explore with the neck. Release both arms. Catch yourself with the hands. Come down on your back to try the other side. So this time I'll be facing away from the camera as I come up into that little side stretch. Start with the right knee to the chest and pulse. Now bring the right knee over to the left. The right arm extends out to the side, and you just let it follow as the right leg brings your body down over to the left side. Push off the mat. The right knee tucks behind the left. Inhale the left arm up for the twist, for the side stretch. Release into a C-curl with the upper back as you fold forward. Place both hands now on your mat and push off into that side stretch. Don't worry about what side you're on if it's different than me. Just enjoy the movement. Let's push off. Last time pushing. This time we're going to add our little side stretch. Go ahead and lower your left palm to the opposite knee, right palm to the left knee. Drop your right ear to the right shoulder and enjoy the opening between your shoulder blades. Or if that feels too intense, just hug your shoulders and rock. Remember to listen to your body, and if I ever do anything that your body doesn't want to do, that you are the priority, and your body will help you to adjust the pose until it works for you. You just have to listen. Go ahead and release. Catch yourself with your hands and lower your belly down onto the mat. So once again, if we could just try to face a similar direction, if your head is mirroring mine, I think it might help a little bit. Belly down on the mat, and we're going to work with our back muscles now and move in the Cobra position. So bring your palms down by your chest with your elbows in, and we're going to explore doing circular movement with Cobra. So I start with my chin down, and as I push the floor away with my hands, I bring my torso over to the right side, up in the center, over to the left, down in the middle. Try that direction again. To the right, center, to the left, down. One more to the right, and try to smooth it out. Now we're going to go the other way. To the left, center, to the right, down. Try to smooth it out. One more. And then push the floor away. Place your toes together, knees apart, and rest in an open Ukutasana with the forehead down to the mat. And drop the head. Now we're going to try a moving cat-cow, and this is often called a pendiculation of the body, where we move through the body to move from one movement to the next. So we'll curl the spine here as we come up into the cat pose of cat-cow. And then we'll launch the hips forward as we move through the spine. Sorry about the wind. And release the hips down as we open the hips and the back in a mini upward dog. So try that again. You're going to release the hips back to the heels with a nice flat back. Then C-curl the spine. As soon as you arrive, come up. You can bend your elbows slightly. Feel the hips open, the chest open. Look up toward the sun. Last one, flat back, hips to heels. C-curl up. Again, if you want to explore moving around, getting any kinks out of the hips here. And then release hips to heels and rest. Draw your torso up, and if you can, sit on your heels here. If not, just go ahead and bring your legs in front of you in Sukhasana easy pose. Like I said, if something's not working, adjust your position until it works for your body, until it feels comfortable. We're going to start with a tricep stretch. Left arm up overhead, bend the elbow so the hand goes behind the neck. And using the right hand, just gently pull the elbow closer to the ear. Right arm up overhead, bend the elbow, hand behind the neck, left hand against the right elbow, bringing the elbow close to the ear. And again, you can add a little pulse to the side if that feels good. You can always add movement Help open the area that feels tight. Extend the arms out to the side. Go ahead and take your left elbow and hook it under your right elbow. And if you can, cross your elbows, your wrists, and then touch your hands. If you can't touch your palms, just do your hands back to back. So the palms are touching. I'm going to lift my forearms up toward the sun with my chest. Feel the shoulder blades open apart. And release down toward the left side and a nice little C curl to the left, and then down to the front. So now my whole spine is in a C curled position. Drop your head completely and stretch the back of your neck. Come back the way you came. Try that one more time. The arms come straight up. Then C curl to the left. And down toward the belly button. And again, if there's a spot that felt really good to move through, you can go back over it. Until you feel ready to rise back up. Release the arms. Bring them back behind you, across the chest a couple times to release any residual tension after that. Now hook your right elbow under your left, cross the forearms and the wrists touching palms if you can, or hands back to back. Some people like to use the yoga strap here to hold on to their hands. Reaching up first, open your chest. Release to the right side in a C curl, and then all the way down to the midline. The whole spine is C curled. Drop the head. Come back the way you came. We'll do that again. Up through the center first. And down on the right side. And once again, exploring with any places that felt like they need a little extra love. To finish, come back to center and up. Then release the elbows down and open. Behind the back. Cross and release. Just a swing of the arms. Now rotate the wrists. Nice and soft. We're getting ready for plank, I'm sure you guessed. You can dance with the music. At any moment, if you want to add just that feeling of getting in touch with the music in your soul a little deeper. And of course, once you start moving the wrists, then the movement travels up the arms and wants to move into the shoulders and the back. Now when you're ready, bring yourself to table plank. Knees under hips, wrists under shoulders. Tuck your toes and just lift your lift your knees up off the mat. So my back is nice and flat. You can bend your elbows here. In fact, that's recommended. Nice soft bend in the elbow. Lift the left toes off the mat. Launch toward your fingertips and come back. Try that again. Launch toward your fingertips and come back. This time, launch toward your fingertips and step the left foot between the hands for a floor lunge with the right knee down behind you. Make sure you feel comfortable here. With your hands forward, drawing the arms up, feel the chest open, and then a soft release through the spine Again, that C curl as you bring the arms forward. Do that a couple times. Really enjoy the opening through the hip and the chest and the releasing, and it really takes a little pressure into my front foot to release my back. One more time. Finish with the camel arms, chest toward the sun. Releasing your right hand down to the mat as you turn toward the front knee. Bend the left arm behind the back and look up over the left shoulder. If you want to shift your hips back a little bit to open the hamstring gently, you can add that. We're going to try a little mini side plank. And all you have to do, leave the back knee where it's at. Just shift the back ankle behind you. Take the front knee and match it to the back leg, stacking your thighs, knees together, low back, nice and long. Draw your wrist up overhead. Release the hand to the mat and sit back in Ukutasana to rest. Let's try that on the other side. Starting with that nice big table plank. Wrists under shoulders, knees under hips. Toes tuck. And then push down to lift the knees up. My back is still flat. And my back of my head and my sacrum are in line. Lift the right toes off the mat. Launch toward the fingertips and then crouch back. Launch toward the fingertips. Crouch back. Launch and set the right foot down. We're doing the same sequence on the other side. Left leg is nice and long. Settle down on the floor in a comfortable position. Drawing your arms up. Nice big stretch through the chest and hip. And then release. This time enjoy that stretch as you lift your heart up toward the sun. Camel the arms if you like, so it's easier on your neck and shoulders. I'll be turning away from you as I add the twist toward the front leg. Left hand down on the inside of the right foot. Right arm behind your back. Again, if you want to shift your hips back to start to warm up the right hamstring, you can add that. Now we'll add our side plank. So take the left ankle, swing up behind the left knee as you add the right thigh to the left. Knees and ankles together. Right hand up toward the sky. Lengthening down through the tailbone to keep the hips in line with the thighs. And release down, Ukutasana, and rest. Now we're going to pick up the pace a little bit. Add downward dog, upward dog, and we're going to continue that feeling, that pandiculation from downward dog to upward dog. So it's very similar to what we did with the cat-cow. So go ahead and start by coming to your tabletop position and tuck your toes. Crouch back, hips to heels. Send your hips up toward the sky. If you need more space, make room for your body and go ahead and walk it out to start. Now pandiculate through the spine, so the motion starts by pushing down through the balls of the feet. The heels rise up. Let's start to feel that motion begin in the sacrum, move through the spine. As I lower my hips and I come into upward dog, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana, If you want to bend your elbows here and add a little pulse or a twist, you can do that. Just be aware of what feels good and what doesn't. Now crouch back again. Getting some good strengthening here through the arms and the upper back. Downward facing dog. Pandiculate through the spine, bend the elbows. Upward dog. Crouch back. This time you can walk or step between your hands. Bring your feet about hip width apart and parallel. Bring your hands to the heart in prayer position. You're in Ukutasana chair pose. Looking ahead here. Nice long neck. We're going to add a little speed skater, but very slowly. Shift your weight to your left foot as you bring your right leg back behind you as if you were about to run with the right arm in front of you. Back to chair pose. So it's a mini speed skater balance position now. Opposite leg. Left leg back, left arm forward. Let's try that again. Back to chair. Shift to the left side. Right leg back, right arm forward. Chair. Shift to the right leg. Left leg back, left arm forward. Now just move into this speed skater without stopping on chair pose. Step right onto the left side. Now directly onto the right side. On this round, you're going to extend the back leg a little more and reach through the front arm. Try the other side. One more time on each side. We'll hold on this last side. Left leg back, left arm forward. My right knee is bent to help me balance. Back leg long if you can. You can bounce into that standing leg. Push down to straighten it if you want. Set the back foot down, turned out just a little bit, or in a position that feels like you're being supported. Take your right arm and hook it onto your left elbow. We're revisiting that arm position for Virabhadrasana 1. Heel down in the lunge if you can with the arms up. For a beautiful chest opener. Open the arms. Interlace the hands behind you. Uttanasana. Chest opener added here with the single-legged forward bend. If you need to keep that front knee bent, you're welcome to do that. As you lift your arms up behind you to get that nice big chest opener, lengthen the neck, and you can add bending and straightening of the front leg. I know this can be a really tight position, so don't feel like you just have to hold yourself there. If you're very tight, it's actually helpful to add movement. Now release your arms, just let them drop. Let's add a twist toward the front leg, getting ready for Parivrtta Trikonasana. Pull your right arm back like you're pulling back for a bow and arrow. So right elbow bends, twist toward the front leg. Switch sides, left elbow bends, twist away from the front leg. Keep going. Notice the activation through your obliques. I've got my front knee bent. Don't feel like you have to stay straight. Now let's do our twist. and hold. Left finger's reaching down or resting on the top of the leg. Right arm bends behind the back. Adjust your legs if you feel unstable. You're not trying to do the impossible. You're trying to take care of your body. So listen to what the body needs and get to know the rhythm that it needs. Right here, go ahead and just launch off the back foot, only a couple inches. You're just trying, and you can even hover into a balanced position with the back foot only 2 inches off the ground. Okay, now set it down. Let's reverse warrior. Left arm up, goes behind you. Big windmill arms. Right knee, front knee stays bent. Right arm up overhead. Look toward the sky. Windmill the arms the other direction. Past Uttita Parshvakonasana. C-curl as you come forward. Turn the right leg in for Padottanasana. Now bend the right knee and then the left. Enjoy that adductor, that inner thigh stretch. Use your hands to support you as you move. Add the arms here. Down through the center, nice flat back, lift up to standing. Arms down, legs together. Tadasana. Shift your weight to the left side. Slowly draw the right knee up. As you lift the hands up overhead, bend the left knee. See what that feels like with the leg lifted. Set it down. Roll down. Head leads. Back down to the floor. Bend the knees. Turn to your side. Set the knees down and then hips to heels. We're going to repeat that sequence on this side, okay? Go ahead and rest for now. Okay, so it starts with table plank, wrists under shoulders, ankles under knees, knees under hips. And go ahead and tuck your toes under and lift your knees off the mat. Bend your elbows. We're going to start with the outside leg, the leg closest to the screen first, okay? So that's my right leg. I'm going to launch toward the hands and then push back. Launch back, and you'll feel how much core work that takes. And then forward, step the right foot down. Left leg nice and long, resting behind you on the floor along with the foot. Draw the arms up. We're not going to take quite as long here. Release. And now that big sunshine arm position. Bring your elbows out to camel to make it easier on the neck and shoulders. Add your twist. Left hand down, right arm behind the back. Twist toward the bent front knee. Swing the ankle behind the knee on the back side, and then the front matches. Knees, hips, torso, head, all in one line. Lift the arm if you can. Look toward the hand. Release, table, rest, Bhaktasana. Let's try the other side. Table plank, toes tucked, knees up. Opposite leg lifts off the mat. If you want, start crouch back, launch forward. Crouch back, launch forward. And plant the foot in the lunge. Right knee down on the mat behind you. Draw the arms up, nice big chest opener. Massage through the spine as you release. Open the chest at the top. Enjoy your stretch. Add a twist. Right hand down. You're twisting toward the bent front knee. Left arm behind you. Add side plank. Swing the ankle behind the knee. Match knees, thighs, ankles, hips, torso, head, all in one line. Release, hand down, sit back, Ukutasana. Rock side to side. Dance with that beat that you hear in the music. Moving the neck and head. And we'll get ready for downward dog, upward dog, pendiculations. Coming up to table. Tuck the toes under, crouch back first, send the hips up and back for downward dog. Pendiculate through the spine, upward dog, bend the elbows. You're a little warmer now, you should be able to move a little easier. You can do the swinging of the hips. Again, move slow, move easy, pay attention to your body. If that doesn't feel good, drop the knees down to the mat for more support. Experiment. And send your hips to your heels. Let's do that one more time. Pendiculate. Step between the hands. Remember our little speed skater with chair? We're going to try that again. Hands in prayer for Ukutasana chair pose. Remember, we start nice and slow, just getting our balance. Shift your weight to the leg closest to the screen. Left leg back as I balance on my right, left arm forward. Back to chair. Left leg takes the balance, right leg back, right arm forward. Back to chair. Left leg back. Chair. Right leg back. Chair. Now skip the chair. Move to the right. Move to the left. This time, on this last round that we're doing, we'll extend longer through the left leg, longer through the left arm. Try that on the right side. One more time each side before we hold and balance. Last time, last side. Try to get as long as you can here. My front knee is bent, my standing leg is bent for more support. If you want to straighten it, feel free. Really lengthen through the back leg if you can. If that doesn't feel good, you can keep both knees bent. You can try straightening both, bending both. Try things out, be curious. Extend the back leg down, heel to the floor. Releasing your arms into the shoulder blade stretch. So I've got left elbow under right, elbows up. Release the arms back. Interlace the hands. You can straighten the front leg. It's up to you. For single-legged forward bend, Parshvottanasana. Hinging at your hips, launch forward. If you need to bend that knee in the front, feel free. Long neck. Now you can push down to extend the leg and then bend it. If you'd rather, bring your hands to your hips. You can always stop moving. You can also just try that hip square. Now release your arms. We got some wind picking up here. Start with the left elbow, bow and arrow here, pulling back, twisting toward the front leg. Parivrtta Trikonasana, and then switch, working your obliques both directions. If you'd like to try to straighten the leg as you twist toward it, that's a choice, that's an option. Now we're gonna pull it here. In Parivrtta Trikonasana, you can put your arm behind your back. You can lift it up, whatever feels good. I've got my bottom arm on my leg. You can let it hang or place it on the thigh. Now launch off the back foot, just a couple inches off the mat. You're still in that twisted position. And just try to hover. Now let's release into reverse warrior. Right arm windmills, back behind you, left arm follows. Now windmill back through Utthita Parshvottanasana, just passing through. C-curl your spine, turn that foot in so they're both parallel, facing forward. And add your lunges. Arms. Now work your way up to standing. As your arms move, your feet move closer together.
Feels so good.
Experiment with that slow step down through the foot, down into the earth. Let's see if we can move right into the balance. Release. Roll down. This is our last round. We're going to move a little swifter, but we're starting with downward dog instead of table plank. So we're shaving off that first warm-up. And we're moving right into the downward dog, upward dog pendiculation. So come to table. We're also going to add a couple challenge poses as we move through, but you're completely prepared for all of this, and you can always go back to the original poses. Crouch back, Adho Mukha Svanasana, pendiculate. Follow the music. And again, downward dog. Now you can jump between the hands or step forward. Crouch back to prepare. Jump. Coming up into chair. This time, We'll go right into the side to side without pausing in the middle with chair. So step to the left leg first. Now to the right. One more of those. Last one. Now we're going to do it with straight legs or longer legs. We got to move a little slower to bounce to get that one. And now the other side. One more time on each side. This is the one where we hold and balance. Spearman with that bottom leg bent or straight. You can bounce to the music. You can even move the arms. If you want to try, you can move around on that standing leg to see where your balance is at. Set the back foot down. Hook the right arm under the left. Sunrise your chest. Release the arms. Interlace. Hinge at the hips. Bend and straighten the front leg. You're welcome to hold and breathe. Add the hip square, which is just a little left hip down, right hip pulls back. Release the arms. One bow and arrow pull back, both directions before we hold. I'm going to bend my front knee for a little more balance as I open up into a big Parivrtta Trikonasana. Try to maintain that twist toward the front leg. And we prepped for this, Parivrtta Arda Chandrasana. You're welcome to just try those little prep launches off the back foot, or you can bring the back leg up as you twist. Not an easy one, guys. I'm not going to lie. I'm going to keep my back leg low, but I am going to try to straighten it, and the wind is challenging me. It's hard to maintain the twist, but work those obliques if you can. Okay, I'm lowering down. White flag. Okay, reverse warrior. Enjoy the music again. Again, you can move with it. Whoever said you had to hold these poses anyway. When it's so fun to dance. And release, pass through, Utthita. Back foot turns in. Keep moving. Big eagle wings. Come to standing. Now we'll want to settle the body in Tadasana for a moment because we're going to try Nataraj Asana, the dancer. So our first pose, we just drew the leg up. That was in prep for Nataraj Asana. So left leg, or maybe it's your right, if you want to mirror me. Catch the opposite ankle in the hand as you balance through your right leg. Holding the ankle from the outside. Draw the opposite arm up. And bend the bottom knee, and then kick back into the hand as you tip your hips forward into the back bend. Balance. Now release and try that again. I've got my bottom knee bent for more support. As I kick back, I'm straightening it if you want to try that. You can keep it bent. Let's do one more of those. And final release, knee to chest. And stand, walk it out. Roll down. Crouch. Launch forward and back. Feel your back massage. Okay, so remember, we're starting with downward dog, and this is our last time, last side before we cool down. Table position. And remember, move with the music a little more. Explore, be curious. Crouch back, hips up. Pandiculate. Bend the elbows. Crouch back. Pandiculate. Crouch back, jump or walk forward. Chair. We're going to move right into the speed skaters without chair position in the middle. Start with the right leg, left leg, right leg, last side with bent knees. Now let's straighten it a little bit. Take more counts here to do this. And switch. And switch. And last side, we're going to hold it, explore. Remember, you can move around. See where your balance is at today. Bend the front knee, release the back leg for support. Virabhadrasana 1. Left elbow under right. Arms go up. You can try massaging your back here if you can maintain your balance. You may have to take a wider step out. Just adding a little more movement. Release. Interlace your hands. Hip hinge. You're welcome to explore or stay static. We're never really standing still, are we? Not even when it feels like it. Release the arms. Bow and arrow, left arm back first. Then right. Now twist. I'm going to bend my front knee a little bit. Launch off the back foot. You can try the little launch. You can try Parvrita Arda Chandrasana, the bounce. I'm going to keep my back leg low. It's a little easier. Also bend the arm behind the back. Try to stay in the twist even if it's nice and low to the ground. Set the foot down and reverse warrior. Explore with your movement. Enjoy the music. pass through Utthita both feet forward, eagle arms. Hold forward. Move forward toward the hands to stretch long through the back. And then lunge till you come to standing. Natarajasana on the opposite side, the side you did not do. So whichever that is, prepare. I'm shifting into my left leg if I'm mirroring you. So the first balance was knee up. Now I'm catching the ankle from the outside, bringing my knees together, starting with a bent bottom leg. Hip hinge as I push my ankle back into my hand, trying to keep my shoulders nice and open. And release. Try that again. One more time. And release knee to chest. So we're going to enjoy the music here a little bit. Don't want to waste it. And just do what feels good for your back. A nice back release after that. Standing back, then balance. All the way down to the floor. Lean on your hands. Straight legs if you can, forward bend. Stretch out your back, stretch out your arms by your ears. Feet together, low crouch. If you can, heels up. Knees together, and drop your forehead to your knees and enjoy just being present in this grounding moment. And then go ahead and take the seat. Left leg in front, you want to mirror me. Inhale, left arm up. Release, follow with the opposite arm. Do a couple massages for your spine like that. Now stay in the front. Down just as far as feels comfortable for you. Opening the hip, opening the glute and rotators. Right arm up and over. to left. Nice big rotations. Last one, we'll fold over the front leg to open up the glutes and the rotators. And then extend left wrist down and out, flex the hand. Right ear down to the right shoulder. For a deeper stretch, lift the arm. Experiment with a different angle of the neck by turning your chin down toward your shoulder. Face forward, head up, switch sides, right wrist out, flex the hand, left ear down, both shoulders down. Again, to increase the stretch, lift the arm, little bits at a time. Chin to shoulder. Face forward, head up, roll out your wrists. Hug your shoulders. Release the neck. Give yourself a hug. Thank yourself for making time to do this today. Your body, your mind, your spirit are so grateful. A little bit of self-love goes a long, long way. Okay, we're going to lay in Shavasana, your favorite. And I wish you could hear the waves better, but I'm afraid even if we have music off, it's very hard to hear the waves. But I think we're going to try it today, yeah. I know you're going to hear the wind. Okay, so we'll do no music, and I'll talk you through Shavasana, and we'll see what interesting sounds we can pick up. So go ahead and turn to one side. Get comfortable, whatever feels good for you. If you need a pillow under your knees, if you need to lay on your side, again, this is your practice. Do what your body needs. Do what feels good for you. Palms up. Drop your tongue to the back of your throat and allow your jaw to open just a little bit. Observe your breath, and again, back to that starting position where we felt the earth supporting us, and that balance between the back of the head and the sacrum. Really allow the ground to do its job supporting you, protecting you, healing you, guiding you, and loving you. We work with Mother Earth energy every day. But the awareness of that work is what's important. The consciousness of working together in tandem with the earth, with spirit, with your inner self will guide you home. bring yourself back into this space. You can wiggle your fingers and toes. Rotate your wrists and ankles. And roll onto one side. And then push yourself up to a seated posture. Hands at the heart in prayer position. Feel your presence. Feel your connection within to yourself, to your heart, and to your spirit through this body on this earth. Thank you for spending time with us today. Namaste. Aloha and thank you everyone for joining us today. Please hit like if you like this video and subscribe for more so you don't miss anything new coming out. And have a wonderful week. Aloha.